It is a clear, cool night here in Georgia. It is another game of our rivalry series coming your way. We got an in-state rivalry on our hands as the Georgia Bulldogs get set to host their in-state rivals, the Georgia Tech Yellowjackets. Good evening, folks. Welcome to the broadcast booth. And this one, I'm Josh Wright doing the play-by-play. We got some NFL football coming your way. That'll be our live stream. Our original plan was to do the Sugar Bowl today with Georgia and Notre Dame. However, due to the incident that happened earlier today in New Orleans, of course, the game was postponed to tomorrow. My original plan was to do the Rose Bowl, but by the time I came back, the game was in the second quarter, and Ohio State, I believe, is currently winning the game, which is kind of a huge surprise. So we're doing Georgia Tech today, and then we got a Madden live stream coming your way right after this. So the last time these two teams met, the Bulldogs were the ones who were victorious. So let's see if Georgia Tech can pull off a win on the road. This game was requested for us to do. There is a incomplete pass at the 35, I believe, is where that was. So 2nd and 10 at the 19, 5-minute quarters. Just so, because we're doing these like video style for right now. So kind of want to keep these short as possible. Beck looking for someone open. Passes caught to number 5 on the Bulldogs. Hopefully the audio background isn't too quiet. I have it down. The reason why I turn it down is because for my Road to Glory series, like whenever like there's a first down, and obviously the music goes off like every other first down, that kind of gives me a headache sometimes. So that's kind of why I have it down sometimes. But it's 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs, currently ranked number 2. Obviously getting ready for the Sugar Bowl against Notre Dame. Bulldogs will punt the ball back to the Yellowjackets. He will be stopped at the 35. So my plan for this rivalry series is I'll do two rivalry games, series games a week starting next week. I want a buttload of requests for games. You guys can let me know in the comments, or you guys can join my Discord server, and there's like a little thing there where you can request games. So either comment on the videos or go to the Discord. I'll put a link to it in the description. So that way you guys can request any rivalry games you guys want to see. So Georgia Tech trying to get something started here. Passes caught to number 85 on the Yellowjackets. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. That was a nice little pass there by the Yellowjacket quarterback to number 85. Again, don't know the names very well. I don't really watch college football too much, to be completely honest with you. I only watch if Illinois is on. And that's kind of it. 2nd and 8. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Georgia Tech letting the clock run out here in the first quarter. First quarter going by quick. For those of you who missed the first rivalry series game, it was between Texas and Oklahoma. The game went into overtime. Oklahoma won with a 2-point conversion. But the Yellowjackets have a 3rd and 4. 3rd down at the 44. King looks for a man open. Pass is incomplete. So it's 4th and 4 at the 44. Thought about doing the Cheez-It Bowl yesterday, but I kind of ran out of time. I did the Road to Glory video, and I had to get ready for a birthday party. Hopefully you guys had a great New Year's Eve. I spent my New Year's Eve at a buddy's birthday party. One of my buddies from high school is turning 21. Got to watch him have his first sip of alcohol at the handoff to number 1 on Georgia as they have the ball back. A gain of 8 yards on the play, 2nd and 2. We are at the 23-yard line. Think the next game we'll probably do a few bowl games. Like we might do the Sugar Bowl tomorrow. Passes caught by number 4, Carson Beck, with 37 passing yards so far, with 1:23 left to go. Look at the Georgia mascot there. It's pretty cool. That was number 4, Delp. I think it was his name. What a name, Delp. Well, Delp got us to the 48-yard line. Here's Beck looking for a man open. Passes caught. Beck, I believe, currently out for the season. He will unfortunately not be playing. I don't think he'll be playing in the Sugar Bowl tomorrow versus Notre Dame. But he's playing in this game against the Georgia Tech Yellowjackets. Well, handoff again. Passes. Or why did I say it? It's handoff. Trevor Etienne. 3rd and 1 at the 39. Don't know why I'm saying he passed it. He literally ran the ball. But yeah, gotta love these in-state rivalries. Georgia Tech, of course, Georgia Southern and Georgia State. I know those two schools are a lot smaller compared to Georgia Tech and the Bulldogs, but that's still a pretty fun rivalry. You know, Florida and Miami. You know, schools like Illinois and Northwestern, Cal and USC, Utah State, Colorado and Air Force. You know, just so many in-state rivalries. Also, Alabama, Auburn, another one. As we head into the second quarter, with the game scoreless, Beck looks for a man open. Pass is caught. Trevor Etienne, 2 catches on the day and 10 yards. Brought down at the 23, 2nd and 8. This game's been going on for 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Beck is brought down at the 31. A huge sack for number 5, Clayton Powell-Lee. So it's 3rd and 17 at the 31. Huge sack right there. That's going to get the Georgia Tech defense pumped up. The defensive coordinator has got to be excited for seeing that. And he's going to watch it go down again. This time number 27 with the sack. 4th and 24 for the Bulldogs at the 39. Joshua Robinson, a senior left end, with the biggest play, one of the biggest plays of his college career, bringing down one of the biggest names in college football this year, one of the top well-known quarterbacks. The Bulldogs going for the field goal, and did he get it? No, it looks like he missed it. We have to see a replay of it. Of course, it's going to be really bad. Just short. Went to the left a little bit. He almost had it. but not quite. So Georgia Tech will have the ball back. Unfortunately, the quarterback for the Yellowjackets has thrown an interception back to the Bulldogs. And in literally one play, literally the first play for Georgia Tech, right after they got the ball, they throw the ball right back to the Bulldogs defense, and Carson Beck is now back on the field one play later. As the Bulldogs look to try and score here before halftime. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. When this game is done, we are switching over to Madden. We'll be in Detroit, Michigan to watch Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, and friends and the Detroit Lions battle up with Kevin O'Connell and the Minnesota Vikings for not just the NFC North, but for the number 1 seed in the NFC. ETN stopped at the 29. There's another first down for Georgia. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Both teams still have their timeouts. Fakes the handoff. Pass is caught by number 4, Oscar Delp. 3 catches on the day, 56 yards. And he gets the Bulldogs to the 9-yard line, and the 2-minute warning has been issued. So here we go. At the 9, Beck looks for a man open. Pass is caught by Delps, and he's brought down at the 4. A little gain of 5 yards there. 1 minute 45 left to go. Before halftime. Beck looks to number 1 on the Bulldogs and brought down at the 6-yard line. Great tackle by Tatum on the Georgia Tech defense. 40 seconds left. Beck looks to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Broken up by the Yellow Jacket defense in the end zone. And it's 4th and goal. And special teams are out. They're going to go for the field goal. And this time he makes it through. And the Bulldogs strike first, 3-0. Here against their in-state rivals, the Georgia Tech Yellowjackets. 35 seconds left before halftime. And Georgia Tech has the ball back. Brought down at the 14. The last chance for the Yellowjackets to trying to get on the scoreboard before halftime. Pass is caught by number 7, and a timeout is called by the Yellowjackets, who had all 3 of their timeouts. Just burnt one of them. Georgia's got all 3 of their timeouts also. King. Pass is caught, and there's a flag on the field. And the flag is against Georgia. They'll bring the Yellowjackets to the 47. King looks for a man open. Pass is caught. And another timeout called by the Yellowjackets. They're at the 35. They might be going for. They might be trying to get into field goal range. King. Pass is caught. There's that third timeout issued by the Yellowjackets. There's the Yellowjacket mascot. First time we've seen him in the game. Doing a little dance. King looks for a man open. Pass is incomplete. And with 8 seconds left, I'd say try and just go for a field goal. Take the 3 points. Unless if, Georgia Tech's kicker has a bad leg or something. Well, they're going for the field goal anyway. There's a flag. Probably roughing the kicker. Yeah, roughing the kicker on Robinson. Luckily, the Yellowjackets get the 3 points. So with 5 seconds left. Brought down at the 18. And with 1 second left, they're going to most likely take a knee. And we are going into halftime. Not a whole lot of offense in this game, as it's episode 2 of our rivalry series. The Georgia Tech Yellowjackets and the Georgia Bulldogs. Game tied up at 3. And we're back for the third quarter. Here in Georgia University, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. Founded in first season was 1892. Georgia Tech will start off the second half with the ball. 2nd and 4 at the 23. Number 67, man, that's a big dude. I would not want to tangle in a bad situation with him. 72, he's pretty big too. Georgia Tech got some big boys on that offensive line. I must say. 3rd and inches at the 27. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. Okay. 18 minutes, 25 seconds have gone by here of this broadcast. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the game. Leave a like. Best way to show your support. Subscribe. As Georgia Tech comes up short of a first down, it's 4th and 1. As the Bulldogs defense comes up doing their thing. And the Yellowjackets will punt on 4th and 1. Back to the 30. Brought down at the 40. At the 39-yard line, technically, but hopefully there's more offense, more to show for you guys when we do the Vikings and Lions later tonight. 2nd and 6 on the play. 43-yard line is where the ball is at. Game is tied up at 3. Both teams with a field goal. When Georgia Tech kicked their field goal late in the second quarter, the Bulldogs defense had a roughing against the kicker call on them. There were a couple flags on the Bulldogs defense in this game. As we're halfway through the third quarter. Back looks to 84. Passes caught. Brought down at the 46. Two minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Hand off again, and it's only 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9, 2 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. Not sure what our next rivalry series game's going to be. I don't know. Hopefully something in the Big Ten. Maybe that's what we'll do. Or maybe something like a smaller rivalry, like something like in the MAC conference or Conference USA or the American Athletic Conference. Something like, I don't know. What if we do Michigan and Ohio State probably in the next game? There we go. That's an idea. Trevor Etienne, the younger brother of Travis Etienne, I'm assuming. Travis Etienne, of course, on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Etienne originally went to school at Florida and then ended up with the Florida Gators, transferred over to the Bulldogs. 5'9", 205 pounds. Currently 20 years old. Bro's the same age as me. I'm 20 years old. We're the same age, but I'm older than him. By a few months. Says his birthday is July 9th, 2004. I was born April of 2004. So I would be like 3-4 months older than him. Back looks to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Oscar Delp, the junior tight end, with the first touchdown of the game. And the Bulldogs lead it now 9-3 with 7 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Extra point is good. Seven seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Bulldogs lead the Yellowjackets 10-3. And we're starting it off at the 16 for the Yellowjackets. And that is the end of quarter number 3 as the whistles blow. Time for quarter number 4. Bulldogs have 115 passing yards in this game, 36 rushing yards. A lot more compared to what the Yellowjackets have been doing. King fakes the handoff. Deep pass is broken up. 2nd and 10 at the 30. If you guys hear like squeaking noises in the background, it's my chair. Handoff up the middle. Pass is caught. Why am I saying that? Handoff up the middle. He's not throwing the ball. Handoff up the middle. It's a gain of 10. First and 10. I need to stop saying, dude, he's running the ball. He's not throwing the ball. Trying to be like Joe Buck. It's fakes the handoff this time. And a gain of 3. Second and 7. I gotta stop saying he's Okay, he's not throwing. The pass is not. The pass is already caught. If he's handing it off to the running back, we'll hand off again, and just a gain of 1 yard as he is stuffed at the 45. My apologies for the inconsistent broadcast mistakes in this game. Again, I'm not perfect. You know, I am a human being. I will make those mistakes. I do not call football games very often. I call a lot of baseball. I've done a lot of basketball. Don't do football. I actually don't call a lot of football games. I've been to a lot of football games. I've watched a lot of football. I just don't announce a lot of football games. But 3 minutes, 32 seconds left to go. Georgia Tech just taking their sweet time, trying to get to the end zone. King. And that's just 1 yard gain, second and 9. At the 30. Bulldogs still lead the Yellowjackets 10-3. Georgia ranked number 2 in the country behind the Oregon Ducks, who are currently getting their butts kicked in the Rose Bowl against Ohio State. Hold on. Yep, Ohio State's leading the Ducks 34-15, third quarter. As we speak, oh my goodness. I don't think anybody was expecting that. King taking it down himself. That's going to be a first down. Michael Williams, however, there's an injury timeout is called. Michael Williams is down, from what it seems like. But a first down for the Yellowjackets. King looks for a man open. Pass is caught. Second and 4. That time he threw the ball. He did not run it up the middle. Georgia Tech's been doing that a lot. The Bulldogs have been running the ball a lot in this game also. There's another handoff to the Georgia Tech running back. 3rd and 3 at the 14. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. King looks for a man open. Passes caught. Haynes King with 100 passing yards in this game. Threw 1 interception, 0 touchdown passes so far. And he's trying to get a touchdown for the Yellowjackets. 4th and 2. And 2 minutes left here in the game. King looking to avoid the pressure. He might take it down himself. And Georgia Tech is 5 yards away from their first touchdown of the game. Let's see what happens. And off again. And he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellowjackets. Jamal Haynes takes it down himself, able to get through the holes of the Georgia defense. And the Yellowjackets have their first touchdown of the game. They're going to go for the field goal. This Bulldogs crowd cannot believe it. And this game is tied with 1:52 left to go. The Bulldogs will have the ball back. They have 1:52 to win a football game. If not, then this game will go into overtime, just like the Texas Longhorns and Oklahoma Sooner game we did last week. Hopefully everybody's having a happy New Year's Eve. Hopefully everyone had a happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. We wish everybody a happy and wonderful 2025. A 1:35 left to go. As Carson Beck is going to be throwing the ball a lot. 1:25 left to go. 2nd and inches. Georgia's got all 3 timeouts left. Beck looks to ETN, and that's a first down at the 31. I believe that's ETN. Yes, it is. 1:07 left to go. Beck, huge pass right there. It's dropped for a 2nd down. 2nd down at the 31. Carson Beck. Huge pass right there by number 8. And a timeout is called. With less than a minute left. Beck looks for man open, passes caught. And another timeout is called. I don't know if that the Yellowjackets mascot's going to be dancing for much longer. And I love how my grandparents' dog in the background is barking. Hand off to ETN, 2nd and 7. And Georgia Tech uses a timeout this time. Oh, they called a timeout the last time also. They used 2 of their timeouts. 47 seconds left. Hand off to ETN, and Georgia Tech has used all 3 of their timeouts. Oh, that explains it. My grandpa was outside. ETN runs it to the 18. 37 seconds left. "21 seconds. ETN with the handoff and brought down at the 14. Georgia's still got, or the Bulldogs have 2 timeouts left. I'd use one of them right now. But it looks like they're going to let the clock run out. Oh, they just used up a timeout. Looks like they got the field goal team out there. Pardon. They will settle for the field goal. And it's the Georgia Bulldogs for the win. 13-10, the final score. A low-scoring game, but then again, that's what happens when you have 5 minutes, 5-minute quarters. And that is going to do for this game. Another episode of our Rivalry series. The Georgia Bulldogs take down the Yellowjackets for the second year in a row, 13-10. A game-winning field goal at the end of the fourth quarter seals it for the Bulldogs. They win the clean, old-fashioned hate. They've had 73 wins total. Oscar Delp, player of the game, 6 catches, 88 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. The only touchdown in the game for the Bulldogs. And that's going to do it for this game. I'm Josh Wright signing off. The Bulldogs win it 13-10. We will see you later tonight for some coverage of NFL football, Vikings-Lions. We hope to see you there.